What's up, everybody? We're on a podcast now. I'm Alex, and this video I want to talk about Sword of the Sea, an upcoming game I'm getting more and more excited for. In this video, I want to talk about why I'm getting it. It's a video series I do where I basically just kind of give some excuses, and no, it gives me an excuse, honestly, to talk about a game that whether I'm getting it, not getting it, somewhere in between. Look, the more I've looked into this game, and because honestly, I haven't done that all that much up until this point. I mean, I knew the studio. I tried to just familiarize myself or refamiliarize myself because this is a studio that I've honestly really loved for a very long time, even though I haven't paid too much attention. I mean, there's some people here at Giant Squid that goes back all the way to Journey. And Journey is one of my all-time favorites. I actually got Journey as part of that PS3 collection game where it's Journey, I think, in Flow and Flower. Freaking adore Journey, one of my favorites of that PS3 360 era. And then, if you recall, some people kind of split off from that and made this studio, Giant Squid. Now, they went off to make Abzu, which I honestly really, really loved. I think I did a live stream Let's Play like the first year or two that this channel was active. Freaking love that game. I'm a sucker for water, so that's an easy one. I really, really enjoyed that game as, okay, spiritual successor. Journey's about sand. This game's about water, right? And I mean, I prefer water over sand. I do think Journey's probably a better game, but love that game. Then they went off to make The Pathless, which, that was a game I was kind of under the radar, getting ready for. I think it was almost a PS5 launch game, or it was around that time. I played a little bit. I really liked it. I just never played all the way through. And what I'm building towards, obviously, is this game. Now, what's interesting is, Abzu was very Journey-like in its movement and how things worked. And then when it came to The Pathless, a really big feature with that game was the movement, was the dynamics of doing things on the fly, if you recall that game. And what I like so much about Sword of the Sea, here's how I've built up here. Sword of the Sea honestly looks like a collection of everything they've done, whether it was, back in the Origin team for Journey, or then, this game has the sand, it's got the water, and then it's also got the movements. If you watch, any of the stuff here, you're on like a skateboard, snowboarding type thing. You're pulling off tricks. You're trying to get as much momentum and speed as possible, so you're trying to make these really large jumps and these tricks to give you kind of more air time and stuff like that. And, it's about, I would honestly argue, putting everything that they've done together, kind of that magic and that journey of Journey. I actually mean the progression of Journey. Same thing with Abzu, but now you're literally doing both. You're kind of doing land and in water. And then it's also that movement that they've gotten, I think, better at, or, just different. Like Journey actually had a lot of really awesome movement, and Abzu did as well, but then obviously The Pathless kind of took it to that next level. So, this is a game, look, it comes out middle of August, I think August 19th, and, it's not the biggest game in the world. A big thing with this game, of course, is it's on PS Plus. And I think it's a good idea from the, I guess, viewpoint or vantage point of, this is a game that is definitely smaller. I don't think any of these games lit the world on fire. Besides, I'd say Journey. I think that game obviously performed extremely, extremely well. But, the Abzus of the world, the Pathless, I don't think they're, if you have it up against all of these other games. And to be honest with you, August, right after this game comes out, you got the Metal Gears of the world, the Lost Soul aside. So, there's a lot late August, and then there's a lot in early September, just all throughout September with the Borderlands of the world and stuff like that. So, this is a game that I do think can kind of get lost in it. But these are games I live for. I love the movement of these games. I love the freaking visuals. I love, Journey was one of the earliest games that almost made me kind of tear up. It was just so unbelievably beautiful. I think the composer has stuck around and has kind of helped, I think, with both. I'm not 100% sure with that game company as well as here. I think the composer of Journey, Abzu, all of that, I think they're also doing it. I think one of the heads of this studio was the head of the art and stuff. So you can tell. I mean, you look at this game, even look at the picture behind me. The visuals stand out so well. It looks so unbelievably beautiful. And I don't know, the art style gets me, the movement gets me, the journey of these games get me, and just kind of a little bit of a smaller title. Let's not fool ourselves into thinking it's the biggest game of all time, but these are the kind of games I honestly live for, and I think give good balance when you play a Mafia, and then right after this you play a Metal Gear or whatever. To throw a game like this in, I feel like is a good balance of you're kind of getting different things gaming wise with this than you would other games. So I'm getting more and more pumped. Again, the more I've looked into it and tried to just really connect the two, because I kind of have forgotten and then remembered and and forgotten again of like where the lineage of these games have come, I can say really easily that I am the most hyped I've been for this game ever. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure, as always, you're subscribed to the channel, bell icon turned on, and I hope to see you all on the next one.